we've got two others from, first from Jubilate, the dancers, and Glennis Loesch is going to speak for them, and then Dr. Manon's going to speak on behalf of the Botanical Society. So can I ask Glennis and Dr. to come forward, please?
Otherwise, Glennis and Frank, Dot's coming up later.
What can we say about Gilly, our Gilly, that you do not already know? Our founder leader, Jan Monenberg, unfortunately is working in England at the moment, couldn't be here, met Gilly at a dance leaders tea 23 years ago. Gilly began meeting regularly once a week with Jan and her daughter to pray about starting a dance ministry group. They would learn a new dance and their prayers were answered. People started hearing about it, and the birth of Jubilate was in 1995. If they hadn't been so persistent with their prayer and their love, we probably wouldn't be here today. Most of us, including Gilly, were already involved with the dance, in Dance Hosanna, Christian Dance Fellowship, and had one time or another belonged to Fran's dance group at St. Aidan's in Lansdowne. Jill also danced in East London while she was there. We became a group who danced, prayed, laughed, cried, shared, chatted, emphasis on chatted, worshipped and ministered to others together. Our annual prayer retreat was always a very special time for us all. We always ended this time together closer and so refreshed. At that time, I was the only one with grandchildren, but that soon changed. It brought a new dimension to our group and a different type of sharing and caring.
And talking about our retreats, Jill and Jenny was always the ones who went to bed first. And they were the early birds. We were the latecomers. We stayed up late, pampering one another's feet and whatever. And what's more, Jill would say to us, when we book a retreat, please see that it's single beds, because I don't share a bed with anybody else but my husband. However, when we were asked to dance at the International Women's Aglow Conference in Johannesburg, we were booked in a hotel. And there were only double beds, which we had to share. Wow, Jill wasn't happy with that. Guess what? She slept on the floor. She chose to. Then there was the tours. She decided to also do some horticulture, and she used the dance group as guinea pigs. And she took us on a bus trip along the coast, identifying all the flora. Glennis's elderly parents was also roped in. They enjoyed it though. Later, she used us again, this time to take us on a tour through Kirstenbosch Gardens. Her knowledge and love for the plants was outstanding. Then she was also good at sewing. She would often help us out with sewing items for the dance team.
Julie was one of our best dancers. She was born to dance and she loved dancing, and we believe she is still dancing. As part of the 4 Musketeers, the 4 shortest dancers, Jill, Ruth, Franny, and me, we were often put in front. I can still hear Julie saying, "This is too stressful, Glenn, this is too stressful." Jill was also a peacemaker and an encourager. The group and particularly at that stage, was made up of very strong women, with lots of opinions on how things should be done, all talking at once. So Jill was quite quiet, but suddenly would come from the back, a normally quiet little voice which would boom out, "Quiet, quiet, girls, and listen for a change." And we did for a time.
Anyway, so the next trip that we did was going to the International Dance Fellowship in Pretoria. Unfortunately, Jill wasn't able to go at that time, and we had 5 of us traveled by car, and we said we're not going to take a whole day going all the way to Pretoria, and she suggested you can sleep at Maman, Doffy's house. And so we did in Bloemfontein, because she said it was halfway. And of course, when we got there, Doffy was ready for us. She's had this wonderful spread.
They were truly a blessing to us all. Thank you.
Asked to say a few words at this celebration of Jill's life about a very important part of her life, the Botanical Society in general, and the volunteers of the Botanical Society, who are commonly known as the Botsop Voles. So our Botanical Society, or that is the Kirstenbosch branch, which we think is the main branch, always has been, has been there for 104 years. And actually 3 weeks before the garden was started. That's how eager the people of Cape Town were to make sure that we were going to get this beautiful garden in the making. So, and all these volunteers are from the people of the city who are passionate about nature in general, and our magnificent flora in particular. They actually started as volunteers collecting acorns to sell as pig feed to find some money to start the garden. But today we have at the moment about 160 volunteers who come to Kirstenbosch faithfully, week after week, and we put ourselves at the disposal of this wonderful, dedicated staff that have made our garden into one of the top 7 botanic gardens of the entire world. And our Jill, of course, was one of these dedicated voles. She served as a garden guide for 17 years, and I think even more years as helping in the plant production nursery. So as guides, we work as individuals, meeting once a month only to arrange the roster and to have a training session again. But otherwise we work on our own with each group that we have to take around. But in the potting sheds, the people there work as a team, spending hours together every week in a very convivial atmosphere. Men and women all together there, chatting about the plants, the work and everything else, not to mention the inevitable tea break, so they all get to know one another really well. And apart from that, there are also the Botanical Society hikes on the mountain, where we all enjoy the mountain together and inevitably learn more about the glorious flora. So last week I went and visited those voles or volunteers in the plant production nursery where Jill worked. And that is where I strongly felt Jill's presence again. Those voles had nothing but praise for Jill. They told me how good it was to work with her and to get to know her. She was extremely knowledgeable too, as we guides know that also. She was able to give an excellent account, a very erudite account, of intricate pollination systems of the fenwalks and still make it an entertaining walk. That takes quite a lot to do, to pure delight. Another feature of Jo was her special relationship with children and her ability to relate to them in their own world. She could turn a walk with children into an event that was of pure magic. This kind of nature walk and family walk is one of the extras that we guides have started in the last year or two for the winter school holidays, especially to amuse the children and keep them busy. One of Jo's colleagues recalled a particular incident when a small boy attached himself to Jo on one of the nature walks, and he confessed to her his love of snakes and told her how badly he wanted to see one and find one. So Jo took his hand to walk with him and said, "Let's see what we can find." Then after a while she stopped suddenly and she said very quietly to him, "Listen, I can hear hissing." The boy's day was made. He thought it was absolutely enchanting. I'm quite sure that Jo's own grandchildren have many stories to tell too about their beloved gran. So I know my colleagues from the potting sheds, from the guides, from everywhere, Kirsten Hosh, they all join me today as we, as happy Boxock Vols, in giving thanks for the sunny, beautiful and delightful memories that we all share whenever we think of Jo, and we give thanks for her beautiful life. Thank you.
Thank you all very much. We're going to turn the focus now to Scripture and to the Word of God, and Renee will just read our first lesson.
The body that is raised from the dead will last forever. It is planted without honor, but is raised in glory. It is planted in weakness, but will be raised in power. It is planted as an earthly body, but will be raised as a spiritual body. Just as there is an earthly body, there is also a spiritual body. Natural bodies don't last forever. We must be dressed with what does last forever. What dies must be dressed with what does not die. In fact, this is going to happen. What does not last will be dressed by what lasts forever. What dies will be dressed with what does not die. Then, as it is written, it will come true. Death has been swallowed up. It has lost the battle. Death, where is your victory? Death, where is your sting? The sting of death is sin, and the power of sin is the law. But let us give thanks to God, who gives us victory because of what the Lord Jesus Christ has done. My dear brothers and sisters, remain strong in the faith. Do not let anything move you. Always give yourself completely to the work of the Lord, because you belong to the Lord. You know that your work is not worthless.
We're going to stand and sing the hymn